Okay, this morning's demo is going to be on pan smoking. So first I'm going to talk about the setup, and you'll see on the grill that there are two deep hotel pans that have been put on a preheated grill, and those pans need to go on 10 minutes before you need them so that you can get them good and hot. The rest of the setup is going to be the meat positioned on a grill, a wire rack over top of another hotel pan, so that you can approximate the sizing that's needed for the fit of the pan. You're also going to be having some moistened wood chips, and the wood chips need to be just damp. The first part of this procedure is going to be, once the pans are hot, to start adding wood chips. So you can go ahead and start adding the wood chips in. The wood chips are moistened with a little bit of water to prevent them from burning on contact. What we actually want is that they just be damp enough so that they smolder rather than ignite. So a thin layer of moistened wood chips is being put in the bottom of the pan. And you'll notice that as soon as they hit the pan, there's white mist coming up, or steam coming up off the pan. And that's important for you to make note of, because we want to be able to differentiate between steam and smoke. So here in the beginning, you're actually seeing steam coming off the pan, and after the chips start to dry out and generate smoke, you'll see that the mist, instead of kind of dissipating after it comes to the rim of the pan, will actually start to trail up into the hoods. You'll also pick up a smell change. Right now, when you smell the wood chips, you actually get the smell of steaming wet wood, kind of like the smell of a sauna. So if you've ever been in a sauna, you would recognize that wet wood smell. As you can see in the first pan now, what seemed to be steam is starting to change, and you can see the whiffs of it kind of trailing up into the hood. You'll also notice that there's a fragrance change that has occurred, and if you would just waft some of that smoke out from under the hoods, you can smell that it's smoke now and not steam. Okay, so that's an important thing to be waiting for. All right, so now that the steam has switched to smoke and we're getting a good amount of smoke coming off the pans, we're going to add the pork to the mix here, and we're going to position the rack with the pork over top of the pan and smoke. And then after the racks of pork are put in place, we put another hotel pan up on top to work as a lid. So this is an important thing, because we need to trap the smoke so that the pork chops take on good smoky flavor. So now the pork chops have been covered, we're going to let them sit on the grill for about 5 minutes. But at this point I'm going to ask Patrick to lower the heat. So the 6 knobs that are underneath the grill, you're going to turn all the way down. Turn them, no, the other way. Turn them all the way so that they point down. So you're going to turn them clockwise until they, or counterclockwise, until they're all down. That lowers the heat of the grill, and now we don't have to worry so much about the pork chops cooking, because the goal here is not to cook the pork chops, the goal is to smoke them. So the pork chops are going to stay on the grill for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to take them off. We're going to move the pans over to this table right next to the grill, where they're going to rest for about another 5 minutes with the chamber closed, so that the smoke is kept in contact with the pork. After that 10-minute period, the pork is going to be removed and put to the refrigerator and cooled down so that it's ready for grilling at a later time.